Hello. Time for more Darkest Dungeon. Let's get right into it. Yesterday we stabbed a couple bosses. We did a quite ill-advised run in the Color of Madness area, the farmstead. That went real poorly. Then we did an antiquarian run for some money. No, we were thinking we might. We did that before. Okay. So let's see what we've got going on. Was the prophet we defeated last time? Let's see, we have no bosses available. We should probably do a courtyard run. We are running very, very low on blood. We could do this to get some more blood, but we should come across a bunch of bloodsuckers going through the courtyard. Maybe we'll do this though. Just to be safe so we have enough to bring with us. See if there's anything interesting here. Hoping to get another rampart shield. Ooh, this is a good one. The like third or fourth rampart shield, because they keep going away for various reasons, mainly my own fault. So if I wanted to do a quick winemaker reserve, I'd be risking some vampires. Or risking getting more vampires. Well, let's see what it would look like. Probably bring these two, because they're already vampires. Might look something like that. That's probably fine. Just seeing what we have for trinkets here. That's probably good. I don't need to worry about my campfire skills, because there's no camping. Check my skills here. Yeah, that all looks good. Let's do that, because I don't need the mark. We'll see who needs skill upgrades here. There we go. We'll have to prioritize portraits and crests to get this up to rank 5 so I can get up to the highest level on abilities. Ooh, excellent. Got another rank of armor smithing, that's always good. Go ahead and spend a little gold. Do I have anyone super stressed out that isn't the Shard mercenaries? No. Let's take a quick look at quirks. Nothing too great here. I should probably get rid of that. Especially since he's so good against Unholy, having more stress seems not great. Let's also get rid of that. And let's call that good. Let's do a quick mission for some blood. I don't remember what I need for these, so we'll just take a bit of everything. Sure, let's try this. Hi, Cherry! I saw you followed. Thank you. I'm playing Darkest Dungeon. Nothing ever goes terribly wrong in Darkest Dungeon. I tend to ramble about things that are happening as I go, but if you have any questions, definitely ask. I'm just doing a quick... Oh, I'm terrible about remembering things, no worries. I mean, it did contain blood, but settle down. So I'm running low on blood for my vampire characters, so I'm doing a mission to get more blood. It's not totally weird, don't worry about it. Welp, indeed. I feel like that sums up Darkest Dungeon. So we went to go do this mission, and there were vampires, and some of my people are vampires now, and we're low on blood, and we need some more. What's weird about that? So how familiar are you with this game, and would you like any... Nothing at all, because I can... Never heard of it? Okay. So I can give you some of the rundown. This is a game where, I'm going to ignore that. It is a dungeon crawl, procedurally generated dungeons with different characters who have different classes and levels. What's really unique is they have different quirks that they get through their adventures, good quirks and bad quirks. And you can give them trinkets. So the idea is that you are going on these different missions with different quests with your different characters, and they will get I think this is stress relief, we can ignore that. You can upgrade them as they go. Good things will happen, bad things will happen, they can potentially die. Death is... Why would you poke that? Basically permanent, with a couple of minor exceptions that you can come across in the game. It is turn-based. As you can see, the dungeon crawl is sort of tile-based here. So you're going from room to room. You can encounter different things in the rooms, as you see, and also the hallways. If I give you blood, will you quit poking things? So sometimes effects on characters mean that they'll do things that they decide they want to do without your input. It's great. Like this. The spirits are commanding him to poke that instead of letting me use an herb to make it safe. and as a result, he got a quirk, a bad quirk. But actually, that's fine because it replaced one that I really didn't care for. Because there's a max of 5, so ones that aren't locked in can get overwritten. So as you can see, they have different skills and abilities and attacks they can use in battle. I'll show you more of that when we get there. So I packed up a bunch of supplies. Food, you'll hit hunger checks as you go, and they'll need food. Some of these will remove status effects, some of these will deal with different obstacles or give you better benefits for it. And then whatever we bring home, these are going to give us more gold, and then the heirlooms let us upgrade our buildings in the homestead. So the mission on this quest is to activate 3 winemakers' reserves. I've done 1 so far. They could be anywhere in this map. They could be in one of these rooms or in any of these hallway spots. So I'm just going to kind of wind my way through. Oh, there's number 2. Or not? Nope, that was a different thing. Okay. And there's a lot of stuff to keep track of in this game, and I am not the best of keeping track of all of it at once, so I will often do real dumb things. Okay, so here's a quest. You can do something called Scout as you go into a room if your torchlight is high enough. This is a special area, so it doesn't have torchlight. But you can scout out to see what's going to be in different spots. So I can see there's going to be a battle in this spot. There'll be a curio, and then a quest location, and then this is an empty room. So, this is one of the bloodsuckers. If it does one of 2 attacks on these guys, it might turn them into vampires. Or Crimson Curse, heavy air quote. This guy is the Insatiable Ghoul. He just sucks. So there is health damage, and there is stress. If a hero gets up to 100 stress, they have a stress check. And they will either have an affliction, which is bad, and they'll start doing some stuff on their own and it'll affect stats and stuff, or they'll get virtuous, which is good, and they'll reduce their stress and do good things. It's way more often to have an affliction, so we try to not want them to get to 100 stress. If they get to 200 stress, they have a heart attack. It's great. So, as you can see, there are 4 spots in the party. There are different attacks here. As you see, the dots there show which spots the characters can do the attack from. So he can do Crush from this spot or this spot. If he was in this spot or this spot, he would not be able to use Crush. Crush can hit one of the front 3 of the enemies. There's 4 spots for enemies, 1, 2, and then this guy is so big he takes up 2 spots, so he's in spot 1 and spot 2. But Crush can hit one of the first 3, so it wouldn't be able to hit an enemy here. They have speed, which determines their attack order. We surprise them, so all 4 of our characters will go before these 2 go. So you can see this one just does damage, this one does less damage, marks him, which makes him more likely to be attacked, and does an effect called Riposte, which I will probably do, which means if he's attacked with physical damage, he will attack back. Sometimes the enemies dodge or the heroes miss, but the Riposte went off. So it doesn't do as much damage, but it's a counter attack basically. This is my herbalist. She does a lot of long-range stuff. As you see, most of her skills are backline. This one heals, which is nice. But I'm going to try to take out this guy. Because his attack that can turn you into a vampire also heals it, so I have to try to kill it as quickly as possible. Now, this is a leper. He hits really, really hard, but his accuracy isn't great. And he is limited in where he can hit. So I don't think 4 to 7. So this won't be enough damage to kill the mosquito, so I'm probably just going to do a big attack on the ghoul. There's a lot of stats on here all over the place. and you get used to seeing them. They try to organize it nicely and color code different stuff. So like down here are the different resistances to different effects. Stun means they miss a turn. Blight does poison damage every time they have a turn. Bleed does bleeding damage every time, and then resistance to debuffs or things that move. But what I'm looking at here is the hero damage possibility. It's only 4 to 7, unless I crit. It's an 87% chance, but, well, let's try it. Nope. Okay. That's okay. Okay, so it's going to do a stress attack. So you'll see the stress tick up. Crits are bad when the enemy gets them, which means they do lots of damage. They usually will debuff and have additional effects, and it's nasty. So we're going to use a bandage to stop the bleeding, because that's a bad bleed. Will this kill it? Possibly. I think I'm better off just getting some damage on this guy. This guy's scary, because he does this. So Horror is an effect that does stress damage every turn for the amount of turns here. Laudanum cures it, and I brought some, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. So the Occultist here does some healing. Yeah. Literally terrifying. I bring him as a healer. Weird Reconstruction is 0 to 19 heal. I have some trinkets that improve his healing. He's a little swingy, but he can do strong heals. There's 2 main healing classes. This is one of them, and he has better offensive abilities too than the other one. So I'm going to go ahead and get a heal on there. It has a chance to bleed as well. Let's cure Horror. And 90% stun, 130% chance. I think I'm just going to make sure I take out this sycophant. So I'm going to use Crush. Excellent. It's dead. Also, this game has gorgeous visuals and animations. The music is fantastic. Alright, so he has Bloodlust right now because I gave him blood. And he refuses the heal because he thinks he doesn't need it. So I'm just gonna shoot the ghoul then. It was a crit, so they got a little bit of stress reduction. A little bit of stress relief. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on in this game. I have the 2 main DLCs turned on. The Crimson Court is the first one that came out. Vampires were not in the base game. 5 to 9. Let's see if I can stun him. Nope, resisted the stun. But he moved forward because his attack, as you can see, is melee forward 1. So some attacks can cause them to shuffle position as well. Also of note, every character has 8 possible moves they can have, and only 4 equipped at a time. So sometimes if you have a character in a particular spot, you'll give them a specific loadout. Or in some cases, I just have preferred loadouts for different characters. Just personal preference. You dodged? No. Hello! As you can see, things are going great. Everything is fine. I decided that we did indeed need a run for some blood. Because we were running real low. So I'm doing a Vintner Reserve run quick and seeing how it goes. Cherry has not played Darkest Dungeon before, is not familiar with it, so I'm just kind of running through the basics while I play. As I tend to ramble and do anyway, as you're aware. I think I can use a shovel on this to get a better result. Yeah! You smash skull, get treasure. Makes sense. Let's get rid of the anti-venom and the bandage. It's a short mission, so it's going to pretty quickly turn into me just dumping stuff for stuff. Ooh. Alright. Let me just rearrange stuff here, see what I've got. This has no practical purpose, it's just for my own keeping track of what I have and what I might want to prioritize if need be. Alright, since we're on a find all the reserves, I have to go to everywhere to make sure I don't miss it. Hey, it had a map. And here's my last quest location. I'll probably stick around and still see if I can get more goodies. But if I run out of food or anything like that, I can leave whenever I like. So we know there's curio, a battle, a curio, and unknown. Let's get some more money. And/or heirlooms. Hopefully my internet holds out tonight. I don't know what was going on last time, but I'll try to keep a closer eye. And if it looks like I'm dropping, I'll try to reset. Start smashing some bloodsuckers here. Alright, one down. Dang it. You'll hear a lot of dang it as I play. That is normal, don't worry. That's the attack they have that makes people into vampires, potentially. I can stun these jerks. Whether or not I can hit them is another story. But I can stun them. One left, come on. There we go. Alright, well... This game is very dang it inducing. You are correct. It can also be very rage inducing, but I'm pretty chill and I don't get too worked up over it, I think, so I'm also playing on normal mode, so that may have something to do with it. Let's go hit this curio. Ooh, money. Yeah, I'll drop the torches. Those are journal pages, they have lore. I'm not too concerned. Yeah, hard mode in this game is called Stygian. It used to just be New Game Plus. I have not beaten it. I have attempted a few times, but it has, in addition to having a win condition, it has several loss conditions. You have a time limit, so each adventure you go on passes 1 week of time. You have a certain number of weeks in Stygian. Also, if characters die, it increments a timer, and if you lose a certain number of characters, you lose. So I've gotten probably about halfway through Stygian. Not Blood Moon, which is the uh, Crimson Court enabled one, which is even harder. But I'd get like halfway through or so, and then get to a point where it was unwinnable, and then just sort of stop playing the game for a while because I didn't want to restart. I may do a Twitch Stygian run and see how it goes, but we'll see. After I finish playing through this normal run, I'll probably give it a bit of a break. I had been doing Darkest Dungeon for a couple hours and then switching to something else, but as I'm getting... Huh. But as I've been getting further, I'm about mid-game on this one, my quests get longer, so I've just been playing this. So, different events can happen for specific weeks. So this time, I have plus 15% virtue chance on my next quest, which if they get to 100 stress. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but you know, that's nice to know. We're in week 51. As you can see, this is basically what happened while I was gone. I had some people in different spots in town to do different things. Some negative quirk removal. So let's unequip my trinkets and resort them by class and see where we want to go this week. So I have lots of blood again. That was just to... Mission was mainly to refill my blood reserves. Ooh, tough ring. Oh, sorry. There's different areas that you can go to. These are the 4 main areas of the base game. So you can see they have different levels progressing towards bosses to kill. There are 3 difficulties. There's Apprentice, which is green, Veteran, which is orange, and the red ones are Champion. You can only go to have people go on these missions that are around that level. So it can be kind of important to keep track of who you have at what level sometimes. Like I'm getting pretty clogged up on the upper end now. I might start taking on some of the Darkest Dungeon ones. That's the in-game stuff. There are 4 Darkest Dungeon missions. They're static. For numbers 2 for sure, and probably 3. For numbers 2 and 3, I'll probably pull up a map, because they're a pain. Courtyard is one of the DLC areas. That's the one with all the vampires. And Farmstead is a different DLC area that I am real bad at. It was the more recent of the 2. I haven't played with it as much. So you can see this is my hero roster at the moment. With all their levels, what class they are, whether or not they're a vampire, how stressed out they are. These guys are specifically for use only in the farmstead. They don't count towards my roster limit, which is nice. I think it is about time we go back into the courtyard, actually. I think... Can I bring 5? I can never remember what the limit is, so I need level 3 and 4, ideally. And also, ideally, I'd bring people who are already vampires, because then I don't need to worry about them becoming vampires. So, I'm deciding who I want to bring along. This guy's named Trevor. That was not his original name. I've renamed a couple characters at chat request. I have no attachment to any of the names. But Trevor was the first person to become a vampire, so he is Trevor because he is a vampire, and it seemed appropriate. Who else do I want? If I have Vestal, Houndmaster... Vestal is the other type of healer. Yes, we did talk about super vampires. Double vampires. Let's see if I bring Man-at-Arms. Are you any good in spot 3? Yeah, actually. You don't get your stun, but you do get flashbang, I guess? You get a different stun? Or I could bring the abomination. Or a flagellant. I think I want to bring a bounty hunter. I could do a little bit of mark synergy with these two. So next thing I do is decide what trinkets I want. I'm going to give him one that helps with his stun skill chance. This is a item that only that class can use. I'm going to do that one. I'm going to come back to it. I think I want to up bleed chance with his bleed skills. So I would like the bleed amulet. I missed my scroll. I had a really sweet scroll and it went away because I made bad decisions. Or no, that one went away because one of my characters went gambling for stress relief and lost it. Jerk. That can happen. Alright, let's give you... You can have a dazzling mirror. It gives you plus stun skill versus bloodsuckers. And I'll give you the sun ring because the torchlight will be static and always 50% or above, I believe. Let's just give you the old standby focus ring legendary bracer to increase accuracy and damage. You can see some of these have negative effects, but they're pretty minor on these trinkets. Again, if I go through anything and you have any questions, or if I do something and don't explain it, feel free to let me know. I have like 300 plus hours in this game, so I tend to autopilot it a bit, even when I really shouldn't. But I will always stop and explain and answer questions to the best of my ability. I do not mind in the slightest. So, camp skill abilities. So the different buildings have different effects and different things they can do. The survivalist unlocks camping abilities. This is using these to upgrade to get different effects, so I'd like to check that while I'm in there to see if there's an upgrade handy. But characters, when you're on a longer mission, you can get a bonfire and camp. They take different amounts of time, and you have a certain amount of time at each camp, so you decide what you want to do with those skills. So I'd like to just check and make sure I have the ones unlocked that I would like. Probably not going to use that one, but I like having it unlocked. Yep, you're fine. Yeah, that's all fine. That's fine. Check their skills, make sure it's the loadout I want. For example, since he is rank 3, I want this one instead of this one. Do I want... Yeah, I have the mark. Okay. Let's try that. And that looks good. Next step, check the guild. This is basically a spot to make my abilities better, but I need to upgrade it to get access to the different tiers. So this level of skills is not available yet, because I need to get these heirlooms to unlock it. Then go to the blacksmith to check their weapons and armor. How am I doing on money? Oof. We're gonna sell some trinkets I'm not using to get some extra cash. I'm never gonna use that. I'm probably not gonna... Let me hang on to that one for a minute. I'm not gonna use that. I'm probably not gonna use that. Yeah, we'll sell that. I'm not going to go up to the final rank because I'm getting low on money, so I'm just going to leave it at that. And I had someone super stressed out that you'll only drink in town. So that's in the tavern. So these are different ways of reducing stress. As you can see, the caretaker will take up one of the spots. He's the caretaker of the estate. You know what? I'm not going to be using level 6 for a while. You can just sit. It's fine. Okay. So, we got everyone trinket equipped. We got abilities. We have campfire abilities. Let's provision. Yep. This is where I decide what stuff I want to bring along. Food and torches are pretty straightforward. I don't need torches as much in this area, but there's a lot of interactions that reduce stress in this area with torchlight, so I'm going to bring a few. I'm real terrible at remembering what I need for different areas, so I just sort of take a smattering and hope for the best. It's probably fine. Let's go! So you can see the vampires have different levels of bloodthirst. He is wasting, and that's real bad. So, there we go. Now he's fine. Just normal. She's craving. She would like blood. If I give her blood now, she'll go into bloodlust, which she'll kind of do her own thing, and it's not always great. But craving, she may do some stuff too, so it's whether or not I want to wait till she gets to the next level before I give her blood. This is the second Crimson Court area. As you can see, we've been through a little bit of it. I'm not going to be able to open that because I used the key wrong. This is a static map, but I kept forgetting to grab my tablet for the map and ended up just exploring all of it, because why not? But what's cool about this is you can leave at any time and it will save your progress. There's one story mission that'll do that as well in the Darkest Dungeon, if memory serves. Maybe not. I think that might have been unique to this one. But regardless, we are currently here, and we're going to go here. I don't remember where my boss fight is. It might be here. We'll find out. So, one thing that's really cool this game didn't used to do, but does now, this game has had so many updates. I lose track of some of what the abilities do because of it. But it keeps track of what different curios have different effects with. So I could either just poke this or use an item to get a different effect. If it doesn't have an effect, it'll have an X. Question mark means we haven't tried it. And then this one means that it gets you treasure. So we're gonna do that. The narrator of this game his name is Wayne June. He's done a lot of audiobooks for Lovecraft and stuff, which, as you can hear, makes total sense. But as a result, I sometimes will tell Wayne June to shut up because he tells me things I already know. Like, remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer is a voice line that sticks with you forever, and is one that comes up a lot in our house. So that's why the stream title is something overconfidence. To the point where I think I'm going to... Oh, thank you! Sometimes I definitely need good luck. I know enough about this game that I should know better, but you know how it goes. Oh yeah! Feel free to to drop in anytime. If I'm ever playing something and you have questions, just holler. I do not mind in the slightest. Wayne does like to remind me that I'm bad. You're not wrong. But one of the reasons I stream is to just get more eyes on games I like. I play some indie nonsense, I play some more well-known games, but feel free to drop a follow. I'll be doing Darkest Dungeon for a while, till I finish it. Might intersperse it with other stuff, like the weird typing dungeon crawl game. That was a lot of fun. But yeah. Also, occasionally I do have a webcam. I tend to not have it on, but sometimes I have a cat visitor, so then I do, because cats. If you like, I can... Oh, Slair's sleeping in the other desk chair. Hang on. I will go wrangle a cat. That is a thing I can do because he's handy. Ooh-ah. Come here, buddy. I have two cats. This is the giant fluffy one. His name is Solaire. The other cat is a gray tabby jerk cat. His name is Wash. You will not see him as often. Solaire is like 20 pounds of fluff and love. And loves attention, so he's usually one that I can wrangle pretty easily. Also, Bella Robs. He is purring very, very loudly. He loves attention. There are not enough pets in the world for this cat. Hey! I'm sorry, did I wake you up? That's annoying, isn't it? Just like when you wake me up in the middle of the night by chasing your brother around. Yeah, you don't care. You gonna sit in my lap? Or are you gonna top down? You want down? Alright, here. You can go back onto Scott's chair. Goodbye. He is a ham. Okay. He is now yawning and giving me a little bit of a dirty look, but he loves the attention. Right, we were killing this guy. The cats on my icon are definitely those two. And my friend got their personalities exactly correct on the art. I'm going to ignore this. There are certain interactions I tend to ignore because they tend to not have effects I like. That's one of them. I give her blood, she gives me some garbage trinkets. So, do this, and I get a campfire. Last time we were in this area, I kept grumbling because my character was compulsive, or one of those quirks that makes them just do stuff because they want to. And they kept doing that with these and making it so I didn't have campfires. I was not happy. But that's how it goes. Let's get rid of that and take the campfire. No, there's no blood in the campfire. You're fine. Ignoring that. Yeah, whatever. You can have blood when you're wasting. You'll be fine. So I suspect my boss fight is here. Based on the layout and the fact that this one hasn't gone further over. So I think it'll loop me back around, and then this will probably be my fight. Get some extra food. You can eat food just to heal. Characters can have up to 4 food before they are full and will not have food again. You're back in the chair, huh? Okay. Sarah crawled back into the desk chair and is indignantly cleaning himself. See, that's what kept happening. I think it was that character, too. This is why I can't have nice things. But I already have a campfire, so I'm not too mad. So he has plutomania, which means that anything that may have a chance of having gold or treasure, he may just decide to poke because he wants to. It's real annoying. I need to kill this guy first. So this guy used a move, so he is guarding. So if I try to just attack him, he'll take the hit instead. But if I stun him, he is no longer guarding. Can I... Oh, I don't reach the back line with that. Let's just do some damage. This is the scariest of these enemies in the lineup. Fortunately, he can't reach the back line, which sucks. This won't do damage. It might hit, because I've got, yeah. So enemies, after they clear a stun, get a stun resist for a round. So you can't just stun lock them without some serious trinket boosting to stun percentage. That's annoying. It also happens with your characters. Okay, so this guy needs to go. He's going to be taking 2 damage at the beginning of his turn from the bleed. This will do 2 to 4 if it hits, so I can go ahead and do this, do enough damage to kill him, and then get my riposte going. Oh, that also works. So when your character crits, they get a buff. It varies by character what their crit buff is, and they can reduce stress. And reducing stress is a good thing. Let's... You may hear Wash in the background. That's a thing that happens here. Don't worry about it. He's loud. And they get fed around 9, so about 8 o'clock or so, you'll really start hearing him holler. I assure you he is fine. He's diabetic, so the cats get fed on a strict 12-hour schedule. But I assure you, they're also fed this morning. Yeah, good dodge. Let's see if I can kill you. Excellent. What you doing, buddy? You okay? He's running that way. Okay, so that fight didn't go terribly. Didn't go super great, but it went okay. Shut up, Wayne. Oh, I should have just eaten some food. Oh well. Ooh. What's up here? Let's go up here. Surely it won't be a crocodilian who is a really scary, awful fight that I can barely win. Surely that won't be up here waiting for me. Nope. Everything is fine. Yeah, it's common to see people dying in this game, myself included. This is probably about midway. This is the second of the Crimson Courtyard missions. I haven't started any of the endgame dungeons yet. I kind of like to wait until I have level 6 people with their highest level skills and stuff. But I'd say this is probably about midway. At some point, I'm hoping to figure out how video editing software works that I probably already own, and I should probably stun this. Put my VODs up on YouTube. I do have them saved, because I know Twitch doesn't save them forever. The first one's lost to time, because I forgot to click the record button on Twitch. But the rest of them I do have, but it's a matter of just sitting down and doing it. But at some point, hopefully, they will. But no promises, because that's how it goes. Are you really going to turn the only non-vampire on this team into a vampire? I don't have any stress healers. We're real close to a stress check. This game is notorious for being real difficult. Part of that has to do with just how much it can spiral out of control if things go poorly. If things go badly, it can have a cascade effect and just end up going real badly. Nothing is unrecoverable in normal mode. You might have to... Oh, is it low? I can bump it up. How's that? I can always adjust audio, I just need to know that I need to. Let me know how that is. That should be fairly loud. Well, it'd be weird if it's something on your end if you can hear me but not the game audio. Because that should both be coming through.
Decimated.
Or it's OBS being weird. Just barely hear it? Hang on. I will crank it further. We'll eat some food. I can keep futzing with levels until it is fine. I do not mind. I should probably not have you do this. Oh, I'll probably need that. Oh, you're welcome. Let me know if you need further adjustment. I do not mind. So, this is a plot key. Apparently I'm going to need this to fight the boss, I would guess. So, we're going to make some room for it. Aha! Oh, you're fine. Here, if I give you blood, will you stop complaining? Yeah, now you have bloodlust. Yes, you're the Fury. You will drink from your enemy's veins. We know. Hello! The chat is not poisoned yet. It might be now. Ironically, I don't know if you said it that way on purpose, but your username is bright green. At least on my end. And I just dropped the anti-venom, so if I get poisoned, I guess we just have to live with it. I'm gonna blame you if I get poisoned. Not sure how familiar you are with Darkest Dungeon, but if you have questions, feel free to ask. I can run through any and all of what's going on. I do not mind. Where on earth is my... so... Huh. Alright, well, we'll just keep going. Oh, I figure Austin just assumes that everything is poisoned. I mean, that's his legacy that he left upon us, was everything you touch is poisoned. I'm only carrying on his legacy. I think right now I'd rather have the heirlooms than the gold. But I do want to, I'm gonna ignore this fight, but I'm gonna just poke over here just to look at this curio, and it's gonna be the thing I don't have the thing for, so we're gonna ignore it. I assume this is not my boss fight. Do I have the green lock door, or is that coming up? It's probably coming up. I bet it's gonna be like right here. I should know these things. I've done this storyline a couple times, but meh. A couple of maggots, not a huge deal, and a ghoul, which is a bigger deal. Use an AoE bleed. Let's get riposte up. Uh, 70 versus 130. I should be able to get that stun. Yeah.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Should use that campfire soon, though, just to reduce stress, if nothing else. Avoid a stress check. Even though I've got the virtue up chance, I'd still rather not come to that. Alright, so his bloodlust settled down to just being regular, which is good. You still have stun resist. 120, 140? Nah, it was a slim chance. That wasn't so bad. He has an AoE stress attack move that's real nasty. But now his stun resist is reset, and he's still going to resist it. Yeah, this one. That's the attack I was talking about. She's gonna have a stress check. Oh, she's not! Oh, good job. Proud of you. 2 damage, 12, 5 to 9. Yeah, alright. That does it.
The greater the glory.
Take my stuff.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
I do still want some gold. I think I'd rather have the deeds rather than the portrait, or the thing I just dumped. The portraits rather than the deeds. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. You were the worst. You are the worst.
Waiting to be spent.
Yeah, we'll do that. And you're not a vampire, so have some holy water and get a buff for the next few rounds. I doubt we'll have a fight before then. Nope, goodbye buff. Hey, that's what I needed this key for. Is it going to toss me into the fight immediately? I'm not sure. I'm actually going to backtrack and camp. Just in case. Because I really want to reduce her stress. What sucks is backtracking can add a little stress. So, here's hoping. Ah, poop. Yep.
Fear and frailty finally claim their due.
So that's unfortunate. However, if I can reduce her stress to 0, the affliction will go away. If I focus on it in camping, I might be able to do it, but I don't know if it's going to be worth. We will camp and see how that goes. This game's all about being flexible and, oh, you need blood. About being flexible and just making do with what happens.
gathered close in tenuous firelight.
So, campfire.
Uneasy companionship.
There's a chance to get ambushed if you don't do an ability that prevents the nighttime ambush. So I'm gonna do that. So you see, I had the option of how much food to give them will affect how much healing they get from it. And then as you can see, there are all those abilities that I was looking at earlier available. So I have 8 respite after using this one, which costs 4. I'm not going to get her stress to 0, so I think I'm just not going to worry about it and just hope she isn't too much of a hindrance. Instead, I'm probably going to do the buffs that affect everyone for this upcoming fight. I don't remember if he's size 2. So let's just do these. Call it good. I would have loved to have camped another time, but some jerk kept poking the campfire interaction, so I couldn't. Looking at you, Houndmaster. Yeah, I saw that, right as I hit it. But, yep. I'm real bad at, getting traps before I walk into them. They show up on here, and then you'll see a thing come up here that you can hover to see what their chance of disarming is, so you can pick who to try to disarm it. But I tend to just miss it. Okay. Alright, so this was not my fight. I could have just camped here. That's okay. My initial suspicion was correct. This is probably my boss fight. Unless it's here, and then there's like a 2-spot corridor, and then it's here. But it's probably just right here. You want blood? Here, have blood. So we'll do that to get a buff for the next fight. Okay, he was not size 2.
His taste for triviality remains unabated, even now.
So this is the boss fight for this area. I don't really remember how it goes, so I'm just gonna start smacking things. The pretense is that they're putting on a show, so I'm just gonna start smashing. Oh, I can't use healing skills. Well, these are existing, it looks like. We're gonna use this. This is a special item that you get when you go on an adventure with the Houndmaster, and I sometimes forget to use them, meaning a lot of times. But it... there you go. Gives them a buff. So... so the downside is they can now all attack me, but I can also heal now. Yikes. For several reasons, yikes.
A devastating blow.
It's a lot of real trippy character and enemy design.
The abyss returns even the boldest gaze.
Ooh, you guys are not getting stunned. You might. See if I can... yeah, excellent. Thing is, he moves like 3 times around, so stuff like marks and debuffs don't last very long. See if I can get these chumps dead. No, he'll probably summon cocoons again, at a guess. Oh, or not. That's good too. Stunned.
The ground quakes.
God, this guy's tanky. He has so many hit points. Ah, good dodges. Nice. More of that, please. We're gonna heal. Oh, I think the dog biscuit wore off, so I should probably re-up that.
Festering fear consumes the mind. Knowing uncertainty.
Oh, we're about to get another stress check. Maybe we'll get a virtue. That would be nice. Ah, good dodges. That's what we need here. Stop talking, you're freaking people out.
Precision and power.
Nice!
Masterfully executed.
One of his attacks has a bonus versus stunned. Second act. Oh. I wanted to heal. Jerks. Why? Why would you do that? Yeah, the art in this game is a thing of nightmares. It's fantastic, though. I love the art style. Oh, some of the heroes are fairly terrifying, too. Especially, like, Abomination.
Annihilated.
Don't super want to open all of these, but I kind of need to be able to heal. Because he's gonna hit death's door real quick if I don't do anything about it. The flagellant? Yeah, he's the one with the chain flail. The Abomination might also be a shirtless guy, I don't remember.
A singular strike.
There's a lot of character classes in this game now. Alright, let's crack another one. Hey, that's not nice. Why would you do that? We don't hit our teammates with sticks. I think I want to do this, crack them open and move forward. So I can heal. And then I can use this ability too. Haha, sucker. I mean, literally. Third act. Oh, come on. I needed to heal. Ugh. I mean, if I kill him quick enough, it won't matter. Rude indeed, I agree. Oh, if I can get a stun on him, that'd be great. Because I could do a real big attack with the bounty hunter. Ho ho! Excellent. Also terrifying. Yes, don't worry about it. 8 to 13. That's not gonna kill him, so let's try to stun him.
A decisive pummeling.
Nice. Okay, so these are both very accurate. Let's... Yeah! We got it.
Ghoulish horrors brought low and driven into the mud.
So we're gonna drop this and take that. And we're gonna go back to the hamlet before anyone dies. Got him. We got a bunch of money and a special trophy trinket and an invitation for the next area. I think that's the third one. I think it's just 3. And then an item for the bounty hunter, which is a bag of teeth. Like you do. So you can see they've all gained experience and they gain quirks. One good, one bad.
The virulent clouds from the courtyard have abated. The airs of the estate feel narrowly agreeable once again.
Yay! We've reset the curse. I'm pretty sure I can still get Crimson Curse because there's still this going on. So, yeah. But it made all of my vampires not vampires for the time being, which is nice. So let's remove trinkets. Sort by character class. Let's see what we have available this week. So I can charge right into here. I think I still want to finish upgrading my guild hall. 33. I wonder if I can trade in busts for it. Probably not. No, not even close. How's the deed ratio? Better, but still not close. Opposite of a vampire, a blood donor? Maybe? I'm not sure. This is not a question I've considered. So I'm gonna see if any of these... Sweet, we're on the same page. I'm gonna see if any of these give portraits. This one does, but it's champion level. Maybe I just want to do another antiquarian run to get some money, build up my reserves, and save up money for getting my level 6s totally up to speed. So I can maybe start doing Darkest Dungeon. But let's see here. Where is my antiquarian? I know I have one. Here she is. So you can go on a medium or a easy. So this is room battles, explore. Let's just do an easy one and get some levels on these characters, because I'm not going to have any more bosses that are apprentice level. They're all going to be veteran or higher at this point, because I've spaced it out enough that I've done all of the easy ones. So I don't mind getting some levels on these characters to get them up to where they need to be. So I've got a healer. Antiquarian basically is sort of not very useful, but she increases how much gold you can stack in a spot in your inventory, and she can find unique items that will be worth a lot of money. So she's good for getting money. Nifty indeed. Alright, so maybe a Houndmaster. And I always end up with her in the front line. I do not have any frontliners at this level, do I? I think I will look at the caravan. The stagecoach. I could get a Crusader or a Leper if I wanted. Yeah, that seems worth it.
More arrive, foolishly seeking fortune and glory in this domain. of the damned.
So this, I need Instructor Mastery, Weaponsmithing, and Armor Smithing, but it will let me have higher level heroes show up, which is super useful. If I take him, I have to send someone away, which seems fine. I have a lot of backliners, so we'll take a Crusader.
Terrible, and weakness cannot be tolerated.
So in that case, I can put you back there, which is where I prefer to have you, and bring you. Sweet. Okay. Also, the blueprints I got, you can build buildings in the hamlet. But they require a ton of heirlooms and a chunk of cash, usually. I have built 2 of them. This is the really important one that I did not prioritize as much as I should, because I don't. Let's get these guys all set. I may have to unlock abilities and stuff, but let's get them squared away. So she gets a feather charm because it helps her dodge, because she's not great. I don't mind having the items that that increase stress, especially when I have a stress healing character. You get stun chance, and I'm not likely to bleed skeletons. I can with enough bonuses, but it's not real likely. So I'm just going to give you that. You can have this. And what do I want to give you? Oh, this is garbage. Sell that. Nobody gets that. Probably accuracy. That seems more important than damage. You all have... Oh, you need another trinket. Sure, because you'll have the... I'll give you your bad but acceptable healing. It's good for, getting people off death's door. Okay, let's take a look at our skills and skill levels. Oh, that's right, you have everything unlocked. I'm not going to use either of these right now. Give you the ones that I'm going to use right now, which is that one. I'll get the other ones as I decide that I would like them. Let's set those. That's my normal loadout for Crusader. That's fine. Let's do that. And that's fine. We're gonna see if any of them can actually get any... Oh, excellent. Okay, that's up to date. Let's check camping abilities. Stand tall, zealous. Those are the 4 I'm gonna use. Same here. That's fine. Yeah, that's all fine. I don't feel the urge to unlock anything else for these characters. I mean, pep talk's kind of garbage. Yeah, let's give her another one. We'll give her wound care instead. That's better. Okay, so they're set to go. Let's check. Stress levels are pretty bad. You're actually afflicted, so I really should stick you in some stress relief. Tavern tends to... one of each of these because I can never remember what I actually need. One key is fine. I don't need laudanum at this level. No vampires. This should all be good. I probably don't even need this much food. I'm just trying to mentally go through what curios I tend to experience there. Yeah, whatever, let's go. So torchlight is a mechanic in this game in normal dungeons. The higher the torchlight, the less scary and dangerous the monsters tend to be. But
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar. Now, foreign.
Sorry, I'm trying to not talk over him. But if you have lower level of torchlight, you tend to have better drops and crits and stuff like that. So this mission, I have to explore 90% of rooms. So I might be able to just skip these, but it's not going to be too bad to backtrack to go all this way, so we'll just do that. I do have a campfire, so I'll be able to do that at some point. Good start, good start.
Curious is the trap maker's
In this house, we ignore stacks of books and bookcases in this game. They're generally not worth it. They can get a good quirk. It's usually not that good. They often will cause a lot of stress or a bad quirk. I know, I do love books, but books are bad. Books are bad in this game. Also, I uncovered the secret room real early on, which is sweet. The secret room is the reason I make sure I have one key. Oh, I need to remember to have the antiquarian interact with the curios, because then she can get bonus stuff. I usually get through a couple of those before I remember, because that's how it goes. Okay, she's dead. I'm gonna be kind of rocking these monsters for the most part, because I have really good trinkets. And everyone has the highest level skills and armor and weapons that they can for this level. But that's okay.
Back to the pit.
You. Nice crit. Die and wither indeed.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Well, let's stun you. Right then.
Give them no quarter.
I'm still just randomly getting blood. That's okay. Alright, so what we'll probably do is we'll go all the way to here, and we'll probably just take an early campfire to make room for the puzzling trapezohedrons, which are the, well, I might be able to just make room. But the item you get in the secret room, once you have the 3 trinkets that are kind of guaranteed to get eventually, you just get non-stackable gems that are worth a pile of gold. If you have a key. If you don't have a key, you open a mediocre chest full of junk. Often if I scout a secret room and I don't have a key, I'll leave it, in case I find a key.
Formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Also what's cool is this room, once I go into it, will count towards my 90% explored. It doesn't count if you don't find it, but it'll act as an extra outside room.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I don't currently need blood, so there. And I have like 13 back home. So I'll come back. We're ignoring bookcases. Yeah, this game is the exemplification of knowledge is not power. Knowledge is terrifying and horrible, because it's very Lovecraftian. So there's my 3 trapezohedrons. Let's not have a holy water. It's a case if I don't want to camp yet, so I'm just figuring out how to make this work. We'll drop the anti-venom. Do that, that. Put my food here, my torches, my shovels, my dog biscuit I'll forget. Okay. Moving on. Eat food. If you don't have food for the hunger check, they take damage and stress. It's not ideal. Yes, I do want that.
The match is
Here.
struck. A blazing star is born.
We're gonna backtrack to here again. Hey, I'm seeing this trap. I am actually noticing the trap. And I am not walking into the trap. I have disarmed the trap. Good job. Like I said, I'm real bad at actually taking care of those when I should. Yay! I walk into so many traps that I have scouted and can see. Probably at least half of them. I just need to remember to have antiquarian interact with things. More books. No. These are why I carry lots of shovels.
The cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
So if you don't have a shovel, or if you don't use one, it takes a lot of damage and stress and torchlight, and it's not ideal. So we use shovels. And because they can come up often, that's why we bring a stack of shovels. I like keeping the torchlight at radiant, mostly for scouting purposes. The higher the torchlight, the better chance at scouting ahead to see
Waiting to be spent.
what's going to be in the rooms and hallways. Like that. Okay, so we'll have a curio, a battle, and then another battle. We'll use herbs to get treasure.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
It's not a great start.
Purpose is made clear.
Let's drop some bleeds on these jerks. If they're human, they can bleed. Skeletons, not so much. Hilariously, with the right trinkets and skills and debuffs, you can actually get skeletons to bleed. You kind of have to work at it though, and it's not really worth it, but it's still hilarious. I appreciate that you can. Bleed the bone marrow. I still don't know how the slimes bleed. That one bothers me a bit. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die, so just you left.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
May as well heal, because they're all going to die as they get to their turn.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Let's go indeed. More fight. See, these ones are skeletons. They have a 200% bleed resistance. You're probably the scariest. But I can do AoE here. Yes, it does make sense for a skeleton, which is, like I said, why it's hilarious that they can in fact bleed under the right circumstances. Yeah, good dodge. That move can move my party members backwards and also stun. I hear a cat getting into something. Not that that's unusual. Alright, let's heal the Antiquarian. At least a little, because the Occultist does not consistent heals. Good damage output, though. Yeah, my cats are especially like that. What are you getting into over there? What?
In Radiance, may we find victory.
One moment. I'm going to see which cat is getting into where. Hang on. What are you doing? Hey. Where are you? Get down from there. Come on. Flare. Where? Come here. Come on. Get down. Get out of there. Huh. Well, he's still up in my closet on the top shelf, but backed out of reach because I am not tall enough to reach him. I will give it a minute for him to creep closer and then scoop him out of there. I don't even know how he gets up there. Well, I'm glad it keeps your cats out of trouble, because it certainly doesn't keep my cats out of trouble. As demonstrated thusly. There's nothing for you up there. I tried closing the craft closet door, but it's a sliding door, and they've figured out very quickly how to paw it open. Yeah. Smart, and too smart for their own good, cats are a menace. Okay, I think he's in reach. I'll be back. Yeah, oh, I do love them. They're just furry jerks. Come here. Come on down. Come on. Come on. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know how much crashing you could hear in the background and me yelling at the cat. Look, I got a troublemaker. Who knows that if he's at the very back of the top of the closet, I can't reach him very well. And was deliberately ignoring me and avoiding me. weren't you? You being a pain? Hmm? Hmm? Yeah, you're trying to look sullen and purr very hard at the same time. Okay. My cat is not a lap cat. He is an entire torso cat. You gonna hang out? Because then also, you won't get into things. Also, wireless keyboard. Comes in handy for this occasion. Oh, alright, goodbye. I'm gonna go close that closet door, even though I know he knows how to open it. It'll make me feel like I am accomplishing literally anything. And the other one for funsies. Oh, I know, I don't let you have any fun at all, buddy. What? Haha, gotcha. No fun allowed in this video game stream. None whatsoever. Get your claw out of my shirt. There. Okay, back to the actual, you know, video gaming part of this ostensibly video game themed stream. Hi, yes, I love you too. This cat is the biggest snuggle bug. I mean, yes, you're right. Slayer is video game themed. I mean, it's ostensibly not just a cat stream. But one of the main reasons I have a webcam is because I love my cats and I will totally show off how adorable they are. I love my cats too. Here, if he's going to take up all of my attention and demand pets, we will lean into cat stream. We will have a short break for cat petting time. Oh, who's this snugglebug? Hi. You were purring very loudly. Well, hopefully at some point you can come over and pet my, I'd say cats, but it would be one of them. He comes into work once in a while too. You got fluffy toes. Mine is on the 19th, so next week, Monday, Tuesday streams may not happen, because that'll be my second one as well. I will try to post about it, but I'm planning on, if I'm feeling up to it, I will, but I will not hesitate to not if I'm feeling not great. Hi. I do try to take care of myself. He's just gonna lay awkwardly like this now. Just laying back on my legs. Perched up. Oh, is Washington shut? Did he walk by? You're welcome. I hope you don't mind that it turned into cat times. That happens around here sometimes. Oh, yeah, that sounds like Wash. Hi. Are you gonna let me play my game? Hmm? Well, I'm glad you enjoy the cats, too. Like I said, that'll happen around here. Oh, you hear something. What? You want down? Okay. Wah. We are done with cat time. Let me adjust my webcam window so you can see the game again. There we go. I'll just leave that on with how much the cats are coming and going here. Right. I was noticing this trap. And disarming this trap. 2 in a row! Woo! Combo! Pump that back up. There we go. So you can see less of the mess in the office and more of this stuff on the walls, I guess. My office is a mess. I forgot to change back to the antiquarian.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
I blame the cat. Cats are useful for that. They make convenient scapegoats, whether or not it's actually their fault. Easy fight. Something that is very entertaining about this game in the Cove, the snails are plated maggots. Mostly because in early versions of this game, the maggots had way too much protection for what they should have, and were real hard to kill, and it became a bit of a meme and running joke, and so they just kind of ran with it. That the snails are plated maggots. I have no idea. It might be.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled.
The spiders are full of poison and annoyance.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Piles of stuff. Yeah, could be. There's so much just good detail in the art in this game. Well, that was 90% of rooms, but I want more treasure because this is a treasure mission. Treasure and heirlooms. So we're gonna go back and look for more treasure and heirlooms. Plus I still have my campfire to use, which I'll basically use to get everyone at 0 stress going back into town. Because that's always a fun thing to do. Tiny inventory narrator? What is your tiny inventory narrator? Oh! Yeah, okay, that makes more sense.
Another one falls.
Thanks for finding out my tiny inventory, narrator. It's like the old joke of, let's eat grandma or let's eat grandma, commas, they save lives. Smite.
Another abomination. cleansed from our lands.
That would probably get annoying, though. I mean, I get annoyed enough at Wayne June as it is. That's not great.
Decimated.
I'll take that, though. Let's stun you. That would also imply that we would have clothing with pockets, which is a prospective possibility. Get him! I should probably use this dog biscuit. Probably just gonna end up dropping them. As usual, I just totally forget I have them. Alright, now I can heal up a little bit, because he's going to die from Blight Tick. I love that his heal move is hugging the dog. I approve wholeheartedly of that.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Haha, remembering to have the correct person do it. No, it's books. Stupid books. Oh, I'm out of torches. No, well. Aha! Track disarmed. More books. Stupid books. So we'll camp out here, we'll knock out the last of our stress, and go back to town in excellent shape, with a good chunk of money and a handful of heirlooms.
Firelight and uneasy companionship.
So we'll prevent the ambush, and then I guess I'll get random supply items, because don't need any of the rest of this. Nothing useful. So I can at least sell them back in town. And honestly, I'm just gonna rest.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Hey! Successful mission. We got another trinket to sell.
The shifted corridors and sloped walls of our ancestry are beginning to feel familiar.
That's... The way is clear. The light is good. That's a lot of money. Especially for just a low-level mission. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Plus we got some, XP on these guys. That's not ideal.
In truth, I cannot tell how much time has passed since I sent that letter.
Okay, so he's not back from the bar, that's okay. I got an okay trinket, neat. You leveled up. Sweet. These are the ones we've defeated. If you want, glug yourself. I'm going to take a quick stretch.
In time, you will know the tragic
But if you want,
extent
I can
of my
replay the
failings.
opening cutscene. So you can see what is ostensibly the plot. While I have a stretch.
family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
That was good timing. Had a stretch and restroom. Yeah, so basically you received a letter telling you to come to your ancestral home. And then it turns out that things are kinda weird. There's some strange happenings. He gets more specifics through the boss cutscenes and stuff too. Or at least the pre-boss preamble, I guess. Let's unequip and sort. And see what we got going on this week. Portraits would be nice. Could do another explore. I think I do try to want to get some more of these characters up to level 3, so I think I'm going to do one more apprentice level. We'll get a boatload of XP on these guys. Let's bring... I want the same crew. I want an occultist. Who have I got? I could do a rank 2 occultist. Oh. Rank 4 and bring a jester, maybe? Probably not. Jester's not great in the ruins anyway. I mean, I could bring basically the same party. Get some more cash and heirlooms and levels. 'Cause these 3 are going to be useful. Yeah, let's do that. Probably about the same trinkets we had before. We're gonna keep that for now. I think you had these. Where's my sun ring? Did I lose my sun ring somewhere? Oh no, I just gave it to group. I'm paying attention to what's going on. Always. Righto. Okay. You get this and this. Oh, I have two of those. You get this and this totally weird head in a bag. Don't worry about it. Somehow it makes you better at healing. No worries. It's not strange at all. Roll up your accuracy again. I'm tempted to give him more damage. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I liked the ability loadout, but I do want to see if anyone can go higher level now, because I think the occultist leveled up? 33, huh? We're still not really close. Nope. Portraits, man. Hey. Sweet. Means we've probably got... yeah. Also, that means this week we can probably put a couple people in the sanitarium because we have a little bit of money we can use for that. That's fine. Sort by level. So sanitarium means you can throw a lot of money into it and either lock in a good quirk or remove a bad quirk. Once the bad quirks lock in, they cost way more to get rid of. So unless they're really, really bad, I tend to not really worry about it too much. Stress Eater isn't great, because that tends to... oh, you're still in the bar. Okay, never mind. But it's not great because, that tends to be when you're not in great shape near the end of a dungeon, and you need all the food you can get, so it's going to be expensive, but, it's a good one to get rid of. Where is that Houndmaster? You. We're getting rid of Plutomania. It's going away. Just get an idea of where we're at on these. Alright, that all looks good. We're carrying over a bunch of gold for next week, which is excellent. Let's go do a long mission in the ruins and try to come back with lots of money and heirlooms. I'll grab like one of each of these. Okay, let's go.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
I appreciate a massive scout to start this off. So this is 90%. So if there's an area that we really don't want to go do, we can avoid it. Also, I can do stuff like avoid this obstacle. I think I'm going to just start on the outside and sort of maybe do something like that. Because with these guys as powerful as they are, I'm also likely to want to just go through most of the dungeon. just to get swag.
Executed with impunity.
Also, at this level, there's a very good chance that if I come across a Shambler altar, I will probably do it. So there are altars you can come across in the dungeon that if you give it a torch, you spawn a super scary fight called the Shambler that gives you really good trinkets, potentially.
In Radiance,
But with this
may
sort
we
of
find victory.
party lineup, and the fact that I'm, in a sense, overleveled, I guess, I would totally take on a Shambler. Yeah, I'm probably gonna drop the keep for anything else.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Easy fight.
Begone, fiend.
Yeah, what he said. Vertagengriff. Sorry, it was all in caps. Vertagengriff. That seems more accurate.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Easy fight.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Even your optimistic quotes are still real backhanded there, buddy. Not a fan. Not a fan of that dodge either. And I'm gonna need the inventory space, and I'm remembering to use it. Better to use it than to just drop them. Okay, so Stress Dealer is going to die. Ow. Stop it.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
That's unfortunate.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
I wish I had a Vestal for group healing right now. That's alright. Is what it is.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
He's gonna be dead from the blight or the bleed tick, so just go ahead and sneak in a little bit of healing.
Compassion is a rarity in the fever.
Hey, everyone gets to heal. I like it. No, literally everyone gets to heal. That's great.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted,
Ooh.
and purpose is made clear.
So we want healing time. We want the sapphires. And I mean, we probably want the cross. Shiny things, gotta love it. Is this a protection buff? Yeah, dodge and protect. Which, it's good until I camp. Remembering to select the antiquarian, which helps with money quite a lot. Because even these can have minor antiques. Yeah. Free torch with added bonus. Nice. We surprised him. Die, jerks. Die, jerk.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Also you. You're also a jerk. And now you're dead. Again. Again? Yeah. I think that's how that works. Now stab him with my knife. Stab him with my smaller knife.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
We'll pop these. We'll take... Actually, I don't want the jade, but we'll take the gold. Sure, you can also have a buff. Definitely a money and heirloom seeking mission, as well as XP. Also, I like that we're finding curios that aren't books. No horrible stress-inducing books.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Alright, couple more fights. That's barely a fight. Actually, at this level, I guess it does do some stress damage.
Back to the pit.
Oh yes. Wayne June is so good at dramatic. Sir.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
He's got that passive-aggressive smarm down. I've gotta listen to his audiobooks.
Finding
That's my
the
first
stuff is only
valuable
the
one.
first test. Now it must be carried home.
There we go. One of the streamers that we watch frequently was so enamored with Wayne June's voiceover work that I remember the day that he followed Wayne June on Twitter and Wayne June followed him back and he was incredibly giddy. He's also hired him to do custom like sub announcements and stuff. When Red Hook did an event, they actually have like a generic pack that of voice lines you can use for Twitch, but Bear legit got custom voice lines. And recently he was talking about how he didn't have any special voice lines for someone donated like $6.90, and he actually
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
made a big deal of showing that he was writing out a note to self that says, note, hire Wayne to say nice. So that may happen eventually.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Shut up, Wayne. Yeah, I agree that that's amazing. He got a lot of acclaim and visibility, I guess, from doing this game specifically.
A powerful blow.
I mean, you can hear why. He's an amazing VO. Okay, stress dealers are gone. That's hilarious.
Eradicated.
I mean, given the option, I would do that too.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Shut up, Wayne. Something overconfidence.
The light, the promise of safety.
I should probably camp just to clear inventory. We're getting about that time. I still have 2 campfires.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Alright, so what I'll probably do is this fight, and then I'll camp before I open this chest, just to clear some space. Hey, that's not nice.
To body and brain.
Yeah, jerk. Okay, him up. That's fantastic. Okay, just this Chungus to deal with. Yep. He's not very threatening. And he's dead. Dead skeleton.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Okay, we're gonna camp.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Mainly for inventory. Do I care about any of these? Not really. None of these are buffs, so I could use that, so that would leave 5. I mean, I could heal you, I guess. That's 3, so I'd have 3 left. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Alright, not too bad. We'll see if we use those bandages right before, or before I drop them. Oh, the spark without kindling. Yeah. That's a good one. Sure, we'll do that. Why not?
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Oh, look at that. We're immediately dropping these bandages we got. Yeah, we got a little extra food at least. Alright, so we're gonna snake up this way. We're gonna hit this curio. We're gonna hit that trap I probably scouted and just ignored. Do I want a key? I'll take it over the onyx in the hopes that I can get something better from it, because the onyx is probably the next one I'd drop anyway. I'm kinda hoping we hit a Shambler altar. TBH. Oh, you're fine. You went like 3 steps. We're doing pretty good on Heirlooms and money. I'm not likely to find portraits around here, but I mean, with enough other stuff, I can at least swap for them. Screw you, bookcase. I'm gonna fight a very, very, very easy fight. You're probably not gonna kill him, so I'm just gonna heal someone. Heal yourself. There we go. Quick and easy, got some good money out of it.
This expedition at least promises success.
We're almost out of torches, but that's not a huge deal. I don't think I even particularly mind if I end up pitch black in here. I'm in so little danger at the moment.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
So I do want to check this curio. I should have done it from the beginning, but I wasn't sure which direction I was going to go. So I'm going to go here. I'm doing good on shovels. I'm going to go ahead and, instead of backtracking, I'm just going to go down here because I'm going to want to go this way. And then I'll just hop up here and get this curio. Alright, that was my last torch. We knew we had this shovel use. If I had holy water, that would be the thing to use. Let's take a chance. Yeah, that's not ideal. That's not a huge deal, actually. If I want, I can use his attack for stress relief and also to get some torchlight. I don't know if I'm that concerned about it, though. That kind of sucks. Aha, feather charm. Yeah, let's do it.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
This might kill them both? Not quite. Miss. There.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Books. I am gonna go back and hit these. I do want to basically completely clear this out while we have the antiquarian out. Because you can stack these pretty far. And then the gold stacks being higher is nice. And I can take this opportunity to heal up a bit. Well, that's a heck of a crit. Get a little bit of torchlight, reduce some stress, heal some HP. I heard a noise and one of the cats is sitting in the kitchen looking at me totally innocently, so, you know, there's that. I wanted to get one more crack as that. That was the wrong move I was trying to click there. I'm glad the game wouldn't let me poison herself.
Foolish
Okay, so he's stacked to 20.
brought low and driven into the mud.
Nice, our inventory is looking real good. Alright, well, it's not books. Ooh, portrait. Also a garbage trinket. Okay, so now that's going to go away and we'll take the portrait. I am going to go in here and swing back. Getting as much value out of this expedition as we can, and dang, we're doing good on that. I will probably camp just to clear space again. Do I want to do that here or after this fight? Let's do it after this fight. I kinda want to keep the torch just in case we get a Shambler altar, but I'll just do this. I mean, on money runs, there's a chance I should just be going pitch black anyway, because I get more swag.
A devastating blow.
Nice double crit. The dog got mad. Where it just saw the bones and got very, very excited. Hey!
Waits.
The bones aren't supposed to get mad
Slightest
back.
lapse in concentration.
Have a heal. That's good heal. These trinkets putting in work. Hey, and we could take everything we care about. Yeah, let's camp out before we clear out the rest of this, because I definitely want to hit up the rest of this.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
And now at this point the shovels can go, because I can see that I don't have any more obstacles left. We'll do that. Basically same thing as last time. A little bit of food, key, and an anti-venom. We'll drop the anti-venom. Okay, let's pop open the sarcophagus. Sweet. More money. More money, fewer problems. Because I can throw money at the problems. Yeah, remembered the trap. I'm still out of torches. We're gonna continue adventuring. Books. So I am gonna go ahead and do this last fight. Because I may as well. Books. Alright, so in the darkness there's more stress, so this definitely has to go first. She is target number 1.
Well struck.
Hello. That's a good start.
Mortality
That's less good.
clarified in a single
Hey,
strike.
jerk cat. I just cast. Actually, Slayer's the one who's been a pain. He got up on the top shelf of the far closet again. And then wouldn't come down, and he knows that if he is all the way in the back of the shelf, I can't quite reach him. Yeah, that was fun. And by fun, I mean highly annoying.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Now we leave the dungeon. With all these goodies.
The great ruins belong to us. And we
And
will
a mediocre
find
trinket.
whatever secrets they hold.
Look at that stack of treasure. Look at that stack of heirlooms. Okay. We can have... Hey, it's Taco Tuesday.
Yes, I've heard this all day.
Is that why it,
Yeah.
Cash money! Taco Tuesday!
We dug for months.
We finally got rid of
years,
Plutomania!
eternity, and we were rewarded with madness.
Let's see, I think I'll do one more. And then call it an evening. We do not need more than one of those. Ooh, what's this? Hey, I'm less mad about losing the thing, because this is basically the good part of that. Do I have enough for this yet? 33, nope. How about anything good in here? 60, that's tempting. Some free food and more healing with food. 'Cause these are usually worth going for. Let's do that. Let's trade a couple of deeds. How many did I need? It went away. 4, I think? Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. I still got 4 blueprints. Like I said, once I get the bank, money becomes way less of an issue because I get 5% on whatever is still there. Nowhere near the rest of these. And that's alright. So we're further away from that now. That's okay. Okay, I did that already. So we did get a couple of them up to level 3, which is nice. Let's see what we got this week. Yeah, don't put it off as long as I did. I always put it off too long, because it takes me a while to remember that buildings exist. This is tempting. This is a pretty good trinket plus portraits, plus it's an explorer. Yeah. We can go to the cove this week. Let's go to the cove. It's better in level, so I can bring some of the level 2s if I want. Okay. Who do we want? Do I have a plague doctor? I don't think I do. That's unfortunate. We want a healer, even if he... What is your disease? Tetanus? That's not great. Better healer. tempted to bring a jester, but he's fairly low level. Do that. Maybe flagellant? What a weird crew this is. This is honestly probably fine. It's gonna be a little bit low on damage dealing, but maybe I want an abomination instead. Lots of stuns. Yeah, let's do this. We'll go into the cove with this crew. You get that. And that. Get that. And that. Get that. And that. And then you get those. Unless I just want to do these two. That might be better. I've got lots of stun on the other two. Yeah. Oh, you're fine. You've had lots of time off. Okay, let's check skills. Make sure those are not the ones I've equipped. Half of these abilities are when he is in human form, and the other half are when he is in beast form. I tend to just not use beast form very often, because it has a stress cost associated with it, but who knows, maybe we'll play around with that a bit. Alright. One thing that's nice is that's a bit of a chunk of change, but once you have them, as long as they don't die, then you have them. Yeah, that's fine. That's all fine. I still got quite a bit of money. Let's get rid of tetanus, because that's actually kind of nasty. If it wouldn't have been an accuracy down disease, I might have just taken him out anyway. But that one's kind of nasty. Let's quick flip through. Stress eater. I don't care enough to spend like 5,000 to lock any of those in. Is that just crit? Yeah, that's not accuracy. Fading is pretty bad. I mean, yes, actual tetanus is nasty. Let's get rid of fading. Get to the point where I have enough money to throw at some of that for my higher level characters so that I have a better chance of succeeding on difficult missions. Okay. Let's go. See, got some free food. Stack shovels, stack of medicinal herbs. One of these, couple of each of these, some torches. That looks good. Let's go. So this is the
smell of
cove.
rotting fish is almost unbearable.
It is full of nasty fishmans. Also, it has these. which if you use a medicinal herb on it, which is why I brought a whole stack, it will get rid of a negative quirk. For free! That's worth a lot, especially if you can knock out locked-in ones. Hey, we got rid of the one I wanted to. It is indeed nifty. There are other curios in other areas that will do the same thing with, like, holy water, but it's fairly consistent to get the coral in this area, so I tend to just bring lots of herbs. Hey, secret room. Let's go down here, because it's at 90%. We'll hit the secret room on the way back. Yes, coral is also good in the cove, because the rotting fish carcasses have a real good interaction with the medicinal herbs to get treasure and sometimes food. So these guys you have to kill quick. If they stay alive for too many turns, they explode and it's not good. Oh yes, the plated maggots. They're actually supposed to have that much protection.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Oh, I didn't quite get enough on there to take them out. They're both going to be at 1. But I get some free healing next round. Because they're going to die once they have their turn.
Sedated.
Everyone's basically at full HP, but a crit heal can do a stress heal. So when I don't have anything else to do, I tend to do that just to try to get some stress healing. I play as optimally as I remember to. Okay, we're gonna backtrack. We're gonna hit up the secret room here. We'll have at least one space cleared from this key. And drop the blood and the key. And probably the holy water. Maybe the anti-venom. Yeah, probably the holy water. Which means I may as well use it. I'm gonna drop it anyway. Get my 3 trapezohedrons. And continue through. This will be a pretty decent loop with not much backtracking, which is nice. We got a battle coming up, and then another battle. Slightly annoying lineup. I did not bring any laudanum. That's okay, he's a stress healer. Not a huge deal. So these guys are actually pretty nasty. They hit real hard. If they're in the front 2 spots, they will target your front 2 spots. If they're in the back 2 spots, they'll target your back 2 spots. Party composition of 4 of these guys is actually pretty nasty. Nice. Okay, this one's dead. down the blight on the middle two. 2, 3, you're not dead yet.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
You will be dead after the next one, so I'll probably ignore you.
Destroyed. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Let's get some of that stress under control.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
I'd like the stack to start a stack of gold. Let's drop these. And do just that thing.
Impressive.
Could you sound not quite so sarcastic when you say that? I'm so surprised that I've done something good.
Annihilated.
That's better. Not quite dead. Alright, so you get one last hit, then you're going to die on your next turn. Just on you, so I can take this guy out.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
I'm going to deal with some of that stress.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its
This
own.
guy's so much protection anyway that it's better to just let the damage over time tick. Well, that wasn't very polite. So if you're down to 1 or 2 enemies and you take too long, the game will send reinforcements. Because, so you can't just cheese to get all the healing. I mean, you can for a couple rounds, but eventually you have to stop.
The light. The
Oh, we
promise
made a
of
good,
safety.
good progress on our sanity here.
This expedition at least promises success.
Do I want to camp out already? Oh, thought that might be a buff. Well, that's kind of nasty. Let's go to here first. Ooh, more coral. Eh. Yeah. Eh. Eh. Okay. The ones that are mediocre I still like removing. Because that way if something nasty comes up, using a spot like that, I'm more likely to get a nastier one then removed. Let's camp. We can use the space and the
A
torchlight.
spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Alright, let's prevent the ambush. mean, sure, we'll have a zealous speech. Knock off all the stress removal and give a buff to everyone but him. Mainly just have recovery stuff here. We can bless. Let's bless you.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Okay, so this is that nasty lineup I was talking about. We're gonna go ahead and use the last dog trait here.
Such a burden of finery risks life and limb.
AoE to get as many of them down as quickly as I can.
Confidence
Alright, one done.
surges as the enemy crumbles. Eradicated.
I did not time that on purpose. Alright, that was not bad. We have this fairly under control. That sucks. Why did I say that out loud?
Slightest lapse in concentration.
I should know better.
Masterfully executed.
I mean, honestly, we're still in pretty good shape. We'll just do some healing. Alright, they're both dead. So, let's heal a bit.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna take these for now, but they're gonna be the first to go. And what we're gonna do is just loop our way back down here and go down here. If we're in good enough shape and the supplies hold out, I will probably do the whole dungeon. That one I didn't scout. Hey, more coral. So I keep the herbs for so long too. Nice.
I'll go back in the bath.
Another mariner, another misfortune.
Alright, I guess we're going to get rid of one of these two as well. Okay, these guys are nasty. He has an attack that can do a 10 tick bleed. 70 versus 130. Nice.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Yeah, that's not a huge deal. I think he can still do stuff from the back. We'll find out. Yes, he is a size 2 creature. Alright, so you can't do things from here. There, we'll scoot you forward. Please don't shuffle again. Thank you. You're dead. Let's hit you. 120 versus 120, we'll just do this.
Well
Nice.
struck.
That was a chunk of his health. Yep, that's the one. Haha, good dodge. Alright, now just pile on as much damage onto this guy as quickly as I can. Nice.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Don't mind the sound of galloping cats. Alright, we ignore those. As well, we have shovels. Yeah, we're gonna keep adventuring. We're in good shape. Only a few rooms left. Get some more money and heirlooms.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
I got the room battle with treasure. How come you always get to go first? Speed 10, huh? That would be why. Thank you for not moving forward. Madman's gotta go first. Alright, Madman is dead. That's slightly obnoxious, that it's being protected. I'll have to stun him. Let's just kill this guy first. And done. If that corpse stays there for another turn, I'll be able to blight them both.
Precision and power.
Nice. That sucks.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Nice. I banish thee. Oh, you're fine. See, you're done bleeding already. Okay. Bulwark is dead. Let's heal. Oh, but I still have 2 stress. Ooh!
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
So the music boxes are very rare trinkets that you can sometimes get off the Madman. This one isn't actually very good, but I'm still gonna take it because that means that if I get a drop on one, I'll get a different one instead. Ooh, excellent. Sapphire, please. right in the face. Nice dodge. It's not awful that these two switch positions, that just means that he can't use his stun. Alright, you're dead. You are not. 2, 3, 4, you are not. Now you are. And we took care of that 2 stress. Just for the HP. And torchlight, I guess.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I'll take the gold here. And one more room. That's annoying.
Mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent. Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
And last spot. Alright. We are out.
We will find all manner of great and terrible things in this watery tomb.
That's not a huge deal. That's not good. That's real not good.
You answered the letter. Now, like me, you are a part of this place.
I don't have enough money for that. Or enough shards. Okay, so nothing else interesting happened. Let's do that. For sure you need to go in here for this. That one's nasty. Alright, nothing too interesting popped for next week, but I am going to call it for this evening, because it is apparently Taco Tuesday. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hope you had fun. I've enjoyed sharing this game with people. It is fun. It is kind of inscrutable and has a really sharp learning curve, so I never mind detailing what's going on with it to make it more accessible. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Perhaps I will be back next week. We'll see. I'll post about it either way. But take care. Okay, bye.